It expresses me. It's my highest high in my life. As a child, I've been an introvert and I've not been able to express myself or feel emotions. It is dancing that gave me way to my inner self.
Each day I live, I want to be a day to give the best of me. I'm only one, but not alone. My finest day is yet unknown. I broke my heart.
She is hungry for this position, which is number one.
She was a thorough financial professional.
And at that point of time, we had no idea she had so much of creativity inside her.
I found her mentally strong enough to work with me and see that she can do a lot of exercises.
I broke my heart, fought every game to taste the sweet. I face the pain, I rise and fall, yet through it all, this much remains. Give me one moment in time.
I believe there's a story in everyone's life that is inspirational, that is interesting. And I, as a filmmaker, want to tell these stories to the world. So when I met Rajeswari after many years, I was simply awestruck by the trajectory of her life. This is a story about emancipation. And the fact that Rajeswari is a woman adds to the power of the story. But more importantly, this is a story about following your passion, having the courage to walk a path less trodden. And I think this is what makes the story so dynamic.
When she was about 2.5 years old, we had a lady teaching dancing on our upper floors, and she used to go every evening to watch the dance. And she used to come back, and whenever she used to hear a noise, she used to go there, and almost every day. I also understood that one day she was asked, "You are seeing all the dances going on. Why are you so keen on seeing all this? Can you reproduce what has been, what they are dancing?" And I was told that she reproduced the dancing which was going on without being taught by anyone, much above the expectation of the person who teaches dancing.
I didn't have an experience of learning dancing because typically I was not very teacher friendly as a kid.
She was a brilliant student, and when she went to Loreto House first, her teacher had said a brilliant student has come.
I still remember Rajeswari with her two pigtails, one frail, tiny little girl, shy, and I see a completely different version of her right now.
Rajeswari and I studied in the same college. We majored in English literature. And honestly, I remember Rajeswari as a very studious girl, but was very shy and timid.
One of the most prestigious colleges, of course, in Bengal, and maybe among the best in the country itself. Doing English honors was a very big thing, but at the same time, that was not what I wanted. English was the last thing that I wanted because, and I did it to spite myself because I didn't get through medicals. And while I studied here, at the same time, I felt that I was meant for something much beyond.
When I'm more than I thought I could be, when all of my dreams are a heartbeat away, and the answers are all up to me, give me one moment in time.
Since we grew up together, a lot of our own, vision was to be together. Our career paths were almost together. We had a common goal of actually going out and establishing ourselves into the corporate world.
At the cost of sounding patronizing, one would assume that she would have a career, a very successful career in, say, a corporate, and which she had. She was one of the top women bankers of the country. But the real surprise came when I learnt that Rajeswari today is a professional dance sport athlete. Then I said to myself, this story must be told.
She was on a great corporate path, and in fact one of the most powerful women in banking, doing very well and exceptionally well for her age and the sort of experience that she had.
I have known Rajeswari since last 10 years almost, and she was my boss in Kotak and then Yes Bank.
Rajeswari, as I know, is a go-getter completely, focused on her goals, and absolutely one person who plans and executes it to the T. I think one person who knows what she wants and she'll get what she wants.
But it was taking a toll on her, and I think one of the biggest challenges was that the way we are in India, right, corporate, it's always a rat race. It's a very bad space to be in, especially if you're a very aggressive person, and all the more if you're a woman. I think those two things really played it on her, and she started burning out.
Even when she had not reached the top senior vice president in the bank, even then I was very happy. But it was so it was such a stressful work for her that she would take time off in the weekends to de-stress herself and go for a dance class. And then she liked it so much that she left her corporate work and went into dancing full time.
When I'm racing with destiny, then in that one moment in time, I will feel eternity.
When I met her in 2012, I was completely impressed with her corporate career and what she had achieved at that point of time. And she wanted to dance and she loved dancing, and that's how we met. And I was also dancing at that point of time, and I was social dancing. I was learning some social Latin ballroom dance styles as well. But as soon as I joined her, it went to another level altogether. She took me with her to meet the best of the teachers in the world, and we did Dancesport.
Tell us a little about Dancesport.
Okay, so Dancesport is a dance form, one of the only dance form which is part of the Indo-Asian Games and the World Games. So it's very different from the regular dances because it's of course about dancing, musicality and rhythm and aesthetic dance movements. But actually those movements, it goes way beyond just what we see. It's specifically, there is a usage of every body muscle which results in that particular action. So it is when you train in Dancesport, you have to originate the training with the muscle training, which culminates into the dances finally.
Rajeswari, when she came first time to me with Sean and came with the complaints of pain and ache in her leg, and she wanted badly to dance, and when I saw her and we diagnosed the injury, what exactly the problem is, and we started working on her muscles. And later on I came to know she is from the corporate world where she was working for a long time, and now she has shifted to dancing. And if we compare both the things, it's very difficult to understand the musculature of a corporate world person who's working on a chair and then shift to the dancing. That's where the injury and other things happen.
The problem with Dancesport was, being an athletic dance form, fitness was of primary importance and my body wasn't equipped to face it. After 8 months spending in bed, we tried to struggle to get the fitness level high. The next year was 6 months in bed. Finally, it took me time and tediousness to ensure that the hours that I spent in bed was less, because I had to beat the physical fitness. To get my dancing in place, there was a lot more of time that was spent in getting myself physically able to dance at the level that I was aspiring for.
I've lived to be the very want it all. No time for less. I've laid the plans, now lay the chance here in my hand. Give me one moment in time when I'm more.
Actually, I didn't anticipate that she would move from becoming one of the most successful women bankers in India to taking up a career which most of us would not see as traditional, right? It was tough. But what was important was we were making a lot of money too. The moment she flipped into this new career and she started pursuing her passion of dancing, I think one of the biggest fears or the scares which we had, and it was a big pressure for the first few months, was how will we manage the financial aspect? Imagine you're in Mumbai, I'm suppose earning 100 rupees, she's earning another equal 100 sometimes if not more. And you're having a cushioned life, saving a lot, enjoying the best trips in the world, the best phones, the best laptops, whatever you want. And suddenly one of those hundreds decides to say bye. That's the biggest fear and challenge we had.
It was a lot of struggle that we went through as dance partners. For Rajeswari, it was that since she was in the corporate and she had achieved all the successes, she knew she had a wonderful work ethic and a work culture that I couldn't match up to. For me, I am a guy who doesn't go all out. I am not the kind of guy who can push myself to that extent. She knows how to get things done. If she set her mind that she wants to do it, she will not sleep till 3 o'clock in the night, but get it done. If she's decided, she will do it. And I started getting that a little bit of that, I had to start to do that as well with her, being with her and dancing with her. So that's where it was not compatible, but slowly it started getting compatible.
To take a decision of this kind, I believe requires wisdom, requires tremendous confidence in oneself, and this tremendous urge to pursue success. For me, that is courage. For me, that is commendable.
Time when I'm more than I thought I could be. When all of my dreams are a heartbeat away, and the answers are all up to me.
As a woman and as an Indian, I am super proud of her because she represented India in many international dance sport championships. She won the silver in the Thailand Open Championship and she won the gold medal in the Taipei Dancesport Open Championship.
Being the Indian Dance Ambassador for Freedom to Dance in UK, it is also my prerogative to ensure that this international dance form spreads across other schools in India, and for that we've been training a lot of school teachers and owners of various schools across the country in this international standards.
They just called it a dance sport, but it was not actually dance sport. They called it as the Bollywood Latin, and that's what we were referred to when we went outside. Hey guys, you guys will be doing Bollywood Latin. So Rajeswari, being Rajeswari, she couldn't handle somebody saying anything about us or our nation. So she decided at that point of time, okay, we will get Dancesport to India.
VR Dancesport for me is a school with a difference. It works on quality dancing for each and every individual, not just bringing Dancesport quality, the international quality among the Indian population. It is the largest Latin ballroom authentic international dance school in India currently.
I'm happy to say that Rajeswari is someone who has a lot of ambition to follow her passion. She started with that in her career and reached a pinnacle before moving on to the dance. Now she has her own ambition in dance to try and take India to a certain set of glory and to introduce a form of dance sport which India has never seen.
So it is just not a dream for VR Dancesport, but it's a dream for India, where I would like to transform other schools and train them to change it and meet the international standards in Latin ballroom dance forms.
I am really proud of her. She is indeed a woman of substance, an emancipated woman.
Success is nothing but attitude of the person. I feel everybody has the ability to be successful. To be successful, for me, it is just ensuring that the end objective is correct. For me, you have to be, no matter what I undertake, I need to be the best in that. So when I have the vision of being the best in front of me, whatever it takes, whether it is time, effort, whatever hurdles come my way, I need to ensure that everything falls in place so that the final result of being the best is taken care of.
You're